Very soon, missionaries arrived and set up their educational and proselytizing centers. St. Agnes's Convent, run by Italian nuns, was built on a hill about a mile out of town, and adjacent to it, a boys' school run by Roman Catholic fathers and brothers. Kingswood School was set up on another hill by American Methodist missionaries, about the same distance away. They built their churches, and my father initiated the building of a mosque at the bottom of the hill, a short walking distance from our house. Across the street from our house was a Ponji Chang, and another up on Pagoda Hill, while a small pagoda stood quiet and serene on the top of my lone town. To be given an English education was considered the only way to make any progress in life, as the best jobs and opportunities were reserved for those who had a good command of the English language. But also important was the ability to acquire and inculcate the cultural norms of the colonizers. So the children of Razia and Yusuf Sheikh were enrolled at Kingswood School, where they excelled, became fluent in English, at the expense of their own mother tongue and the language of the indigenous people. The eldest of the 8 children, Eunice, was considered highly gifted in all areas and was a general favorite of the teachers. The children were outfitted with clothing and shoes similar to those of all well-dressed British or American children. Shoes and socks, pretty dresses with handkerchiefs pinned to the front for the girls, and neatly pressed short pants and crisp white shirts for the boys. Soon the children spoke only English to each other, while continuing to communicate with their parents in a very basic form of Urdu. Burmese, the language of the native population, was unfortunately considered of no merit and was in fact discouraged by the colonizers, as were all languages in other colonial countries. Unlike most Surti families, who cut short the education of daughters at about 11 or 12 years of age, Yusuf Sheikh was determined to give both his sons and daughters a full education. As was the case with most well-to-do families, the goal was to send his children to England so that they might pursue their studies further once they passed their high school exams in Burma. Yusuf Sheikh's business prospered, and the house, originally made of wood, was replaced with a large solid concrete 2-story building with ample room for the growing family. Whitewashed with a painted mixture of lime and tiny crystals, the house sparkled in the moonlight. The glass-paned windows and doors had their frames painted a deep green. No one ever peered out of the panes because the windows and doors which swung out were always wide open, with light breezes brushing the heavy brocade curtains and wafting in the scent of flowers from the garden. Rich carpets covered the floors, and ornately carved teak furniture graced the living and dining rooms. Every modern convenience available at the time could be seen at the Sheikh's residence. The servants' quarters was built and accommodated the help that was needed for catering to the growing family with cooking, cleaning, and child-minding. As paved roads and the advent of the automobile replaced the horse, a garage was constructed to park the new car. My father became an active member of the tennis club and the bridge club, while my older brothers and sisters joined the Boy Scouts and Girl Guides and participated in all the related activities. A new swimming pool had been constructed near the railway station, and this added to their fun during the warmer months.